What's going on, guys? This is day 55, documenting my organic dropshipping journey. And today we're just banging out some creatives right now, warming up some accounts, listening to some fucking old Kanye. It is a beautiful day, high frequency day, just trying to stay positive, trying to stay grateful, trying to, bang out as much creatives as I can and just have a great day. So we're warming up some accounts as well. Since I got banned on one of my other accounts, TikTok is just like that. But we still got the Insta up and running. We still got multiple accounts on TikTok, multiple products. We got multiple products on the way as well, 2 of them. And then I also am going to probably order something else today as well. Got to do some product research, doing this YouTube update. Then I'm going to go hit the gym. I actually got to switch gym, so I got to cancel my membership. I'm going to get to another gym because I just can't. I don't know. My gym right now is not the best, so... that's what I'm up to today. I'm basically just chilling right now, just editing up, and it's a great day. But as far as just like stuff that's on my mind right now as I'm speaking, just trying to get as much quality stuff out as I can. So it's like, instead of posting like 4 or 5 creatives a day, especially on TikTok, you kind of want to be in that 3 to 4 range, or 2 to 3 range even, because you want to be pumping out high quality videos, so your trust score goes up and stuff like that. And you don't really want to flood the app. Instagram, you can post way more, but yeah, I'm just basically trying to focus on quality, making great creatives, filming. I had to film a bunch earlier today for multiple products, so I actually still am about to go film a couple more things right now. But yeah, honestly, just a great day, and just want to come on here, do a little update. I also kind of want to give some value out, so let me think. The things that helped me the most, like if you're starting out organic and you're kind of struggling, because I go through periods of struggling a little bit to my standards, and sometimes I'm doing a little better, sometimes I'm doing a little worse. But organic is pretty volatile, but you can do things in order to make it less volatile. And if you're really good at making creatives, making good videos, it won't really be super volatile, like people want to make it seem. You can kind of, use influencer marketing to your advantage. You can go into paid ads with a certain product if you have a lot of faith in it, if it's working a lot with organic. And you can also just, keep bringing different products to a page. So on Instagram, my new strategy is finding a niche that I really like, which I already have found a couple, and just bringing new products to that niche. So if one product doesn't do well on Instagram, that's fine. Just bring another product in the same niche to that Instagram and keep doing that, and keep cycling products until you find something that works, until you grow the account. Because Instagram is a slow burn. Although it's starting to be a little less slow burn, I've seen, some of my friends have gotten videos with 300K on their 5th post, which is just ridiculous. So Instagram's kind of switching, and then I feel like TikTok is kind of becoming more slow burn. And what I mean by that is TikTok is taking a little longer to go viral for certain accounts, and everything on TikTok has an identity. Every account has an account identity. So basically, you might have an account identity, so you'll never really get a cooked account identity where you just can't get views. You'll most of the time, 95% of the time, get an identity that's either slow burn, maybe it takes a little longer for TikTok to push your videos out, and this kind of goes hand in hand with account trust. So if you're making good videos and you're just not going viral, you probably have a slow burn account, which is where you're getting maybe 1,000 to 5,000 per post, and then you have a random video that goes crazy, right? It gets to 500K, 1 million. That's not really crazy, but you understand what I'm saying. And so there's account identity. So maybe you'll have an account identity where you'll either go super viral or you'll go not viral at all. So you'll be under 1,000 views, or you'll be in the hundreds of thousands or millions of views on TikTok. And there's just a bunch of different ones, and this is kind of just a speculation, but it's an educated speculation over the time of me doing TikTok, and kind of realizing it. And I'd say if you're really trying to focus on TikTok, focus on your first 1 to 5 videos, because that's when like TikTok is either going to trust you a bunch or it's not. Because I see videos that go viral first post, and I see, you know, people that go viral like third or fourth post, and then their accounts are just like amazing after that. And they can consistently go pretty viral, get a lot of traffic, because the one thing about organic is just getting traffic to your website. So whether you're using Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, you just need to be getting traffic. And however you do that, like I've used influencer marketing. I make my own videos for organic to get traffic. And yeah, and also with TikTok, your videos will, like your account can be really good for a period of time, and then it'll start to slow down. So every TikTok account kind of starts to slow down at a certain point after like maybe a month or so. But Instagram, on the other hand, will just always be good. Once you get a good Instagram account, you'll always get good views. You'll always get, you know, you'll always be growing almost, because TikTok is just kind of like a short shelf life, if you will. And so just take that into consideration when doing organic, and just don't get demotivated, because things can change really quick. And it only takes one good product, a couple good creatives to really get a good account. And then once you have a good account, it just boom, boom, boom. It just kind of happens. But yeah, I've been kind of unfortunate in the past to have really good accounts and then get, you know, limited or shadow banned, or, you know, just banned in general. Accounts where they're growing really quickly, and then boom, I just get hit with a ban, or like a permanent ban. And even if you appeal it, when you appeal a ban on TikTok, you basically, you know, you can get your account back most of the time, but you won't get the good views, because it's like a 70 to 30 chance, in my opinion, that you will like not get good views once you get your account back. So if you get banned, you get banned. That just, it happens. If you get limited, it happens. But just know when to pivot, and you'll build that judgment through doing organic for a while. So that's kind of like a little bit of sauce, I guess. Trying to be transparent with you guys, trying to be giving you, you know, kind of insight on what I'm thinking when I'm making these accounts. And honestly, if I don't get good views off the start, I'm just going to scrap the account, move on. And one more big thing that you guys probably know about is make sure you have an aged Gmail account, because, you know, you could use Yahoo. I guess you could use, maybe like, I would stay away from Outlook or Hotmail, any of those other ones. Stick to good Gmails that are aged, that have a bunch of like emails on them or have been used for a while. So if you have like old YouTube accounts, you can get a good Gmail from there. You know, maybe use your parents or your grandparents. That's what I've done in certain situations, and it's worked really well, because when you have a good aged Gmail, TikTok will trust you off the bat. Same with Instagram. They'll just trust you more, and it won't take as long to get good views. So yeah, that's just some things I've been thinking about, some things that I've kind of learned. So I hope that helps you guys. I'm going to get to some more creatives, warm up some accounts, do some product research, hit the gym, and just get back here. Going to be setting up like a bit of like a framework doc, just kind of like some different frameworks and stuff. Also, just set up in the room yesterday, all my notes on the wall. I've had them in the drawer for a while, but it's better to just have them out so I could always be looking at them, always see them. And honestly, I'll just show you guys some of these, because I bet it could help you guys. Let's see. So I do affirmations. So I have my affirmations right here. I also have a 432 hertz audio, where I basically am just telling myself, like, I make this amount per month, I'm the best, whatever, you know what I mean? Just like not talking in I will make this amount of money. It's just like I am that person, and then I kind of have to, you know, like reaffirm that with my daily actions. So I really highly suggest doing a 432 hertz audio and just telling yourself affirmations, because when I start my morning, and then the first hour of I wake up, when I do that, it really just sets the tone for the day. And your subconscious mind is really important, and it is the most moldable when you wake up after an hour and when you go to bed before an hour. So take that in mind. But yeah, I've been really trying to just focus on not just like, this is a big thing too, is just not doing what you think is going to work for creatives, but just doing everything and seeing what works. And then once you see things that stick, just fucking double down on them. So don't just stick to one framework or one framework of video or one creative style. Do like 10 and just see what works, and just throw your judgment out the wall, or out the fucking window, because you know, you could think you know what's going to work, but you really never do, especially for each different product. And so you should be trying different things. But as far as my notes here, there's some things that I could talk about real quick, like, let's see. Yeah, so ICP. So if you guys don't know what it means, it's basically your ideal customer profile. And just some big pointers on that is just before you even like have the product in hand, before you ever film videos on it, you need to be knowing who you're selling to. So you can't just be selling to anyone. You can't just be, selling a product and hoping anyone sees it. You have to warm your account up in a way, make videos with the background, the lighting, the creative frameworks you use, all have to be pointed towards your ICP. So your ideal customer profile. So who's buying your product? So for example, if you have, I don't know, if you're selling, like, say you're selling a Lord of the Rings product, because that's been pretty big lately. You want to be, every point of that video has to be targeting your ICP, whether it's the music, whether it's the backgrounds you're using, whether it's the creative framework you're using, or just the terminology and the keywords you're using, need to be all pointed towards your ICP, so you kind of attract them immediately with the hook, or with the other parts of the video, to kind of keep them there and keep them watching and get them interested. And you kind of need to know this because it's just really important. It goes into every element of selling a product, is basing off who you're selling to. You can't sell to everyone. You have to sell to a certain niche of people, or your ICP. And the way you find your ICP is just at first just use your brain, like who would buy this product, what niche does it fall into. If it's a car product, you're going to be targeting car guys, but you need to get specific and not just, oh, I'm targeting car people, because you can't just sell to every car person, right? You can, but it's like you want to be picking out, like, okay, this is a probably like a 25 to maybe like an 18 to 25-year-old guy who's really into cars. He has car stuff all around his room, and you really need to go the extra mile with this stuff to really figure out who you're selling to, because it's super important, because it's it needs to make sense too. But just use your brain and research a little on if someone would even buy this product that's in that niche, because why I say 18 to 25 is because that's when most people are into cars. That's when they're getting their first car. That's when they buy their first car. They have the money for their car. They have jobs and stuff to pay for their cars. So they're super into cars. And a lot of guys are into cars. And I'd say girls are also into cars, but you're mostly going to be targeting guys. So that's just a little pointer. Just some little notes I got on the wall here. Some stuff that I've kind of learned is super important is picking an ICP and just kind of sticking to it and, directing every point of the video towards it. But I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow for day 56. I hope this was value, and if you stayed to the end, you're absolute fucking G. I appreciate you guys, everyone that's following and subscribing, actually, and liking these videos and following along. So thank you guys, and have a great day. Peace.